Hey, what's up? I'm Amobi Okugo, former professional soccer player turned corporate entrepreneur. Today I want to break down power dynamics. So this is a concept that I learned from my good friend and life coach, Jonathan Van Horn. Jonathan Van Horn is someone I hold dear to my heart. He's helped me level up in so many ways, not just professionally, but personally. And in one of our sessions, we talked about power dynamics and what it really actually means. So I'm gonna break down power dynamics from the standpoint of the different types of power and how you can use it to level up not only personally, but professionally, in business, in sport, in life, in relationships, and then kind of go with there. So with that being said, power dynamics. We're gonna start off with your power within. The power within is essentially your self-worth. How do you value yourself? You know, we talk about these different things like identity crisis, imposter syndrome. And if you look at your power within, it really falls under self-worth. How do you value yourself? So for me personally, you know, growing up, I was very fortunate to come from a loving family. You know, being the oldest in a Nigerian American family, it has a really different dynamic. So I was always like quiet confidence. But as I embarked on new things, become a professional soccer player, and then transitioning from soccer player to corporate entrepreneur, there was a lot of times where I struggled with my power within because I was so used to being Amobi Okugo, the star athlete, that how does that translate to becoming a successful, corporate entrepreneur? What is my self-worth outside of just what I do? And not just who I am, the oldest of four siblings, the son of two Nigerian immigrants, friend, partner, business partner, whatever that looks like. Like, what does my power within, what does my self-worth mean to me? And I think a lot of times we don't even understand the power within before we figure out power in totality. And then the next one is power over. So this is a different dynamic. This is basically, let's just use the workforce, for example. You and your manager, or you and your boss, or you and your mentee, or you being the manager for someone. What is the power over dynamic that you have with your stakeholders in life? And what does that relationship look like? Is it a formidable one? Is it a forceful one? What does that look like? And I think it's very important because if you're not in the right power over relationships, it can really set the table for how things go in your life. And it's why a lot of times people will say it's not about the job you have, but it's about the manager you have. Because if you have a great power over relationship with somebody, then it will be the difference between, a springboard, an engine for your life, or an anchor for your life. So I've been very fortunate enough in the power over relationships that I've had in terms of the coaches I've had, the managers I've had, the mentors I've had, that they've always been great leaders, great liaisons, great facilitators in terms of the power over dynamic that has played a role. The third one is your power with, and this is the power of collaboration. So I've been very fortunate to be on very good teams. And we may not have had always the best talent on the teams, but because we had great power with, we were able to collab. And that's not only professionally in sport, that's professionally in business. So for example, my guy Jorge, who does a lot of the video work that I work with, we have a great power with dynamic because I'm able to just riff-raff content ideas and he's able to integrate them. Or my business partner, Adrian. Adrian is someone that I met randomly on Instagram. And we just have a great dynamic where he's more integrator, I'm more visionary, and he's helped keep me in line with a lot of the business stuff. Or working with my brother and Nate when it comes to our events. These are different things where when we collab, I know good things are gonna happen because our skill sets match with each other. So it's a great opportunity to look at your power with dynamics and understand, do y'all make a great team? Are y'all great collaborators? Do they fit the puzzles? Do they fit in where I lack? Do I fill in where they lack? And it's not just business. This goes into like relationships as well, friendships, team dynamics. And I think it's really important to understand the power with dynamics, because as humans, we're not meant to be siloed. We work with people all the time. Relationships are the backbone of living. So it's really important to understand your power with relationships. And the last one is power to, your will to win, the power to enhance and grow new possibilities. So for me, if you don't know, I'm like an idea guy, and that's sort of my problem, but I don't think it's a problem. I have the power to ideate, execute new possibilities. And for you, as someone that's looking to grow, whether it's in your relationship, in work, in life, fitness journey, what's your power to achieve that new goal? How confident are you to achieve that new goal? What's your power to overcome the sacrifices that you're gonna have to make, the discipline that's required, the consistency that's required, the self-motivation that you're gonna need to have when it's not always going well? What's your power to create the new possibilities for your life? And I really thank Jonathan for breaking this down, these power dynamics that we have in your life, because it's helped me look at life and look at my different projects, look at my different goals from a new lens. And I think if you're able to grasp what the power dynamics are in your life, you're able to grasp your life in totality and help you build the life that you want to live. So what do you think is a power dynamic that you're struggling with now? What's a power dynamic that you're excelling in now? Share below. Let me know your thoughts in power dynamics just in totality. And yeah, that's it for today. As we always end, the vision is clear, the road is not. Okay, you go.